Hi guys, welcome back. This is your daily collective energy read for Thursday, May 9th, 2019. Alright guys, you may hear noises in the background per usual. That is already my daughter kicking up dust. Alright, so let's go ahead and jump into. For those of you who are not aware of the question that we ask over here in the Daily Collective, we ask, what can the collective expect now? And what can the collective expect in the future? We ask this question because you can always change future outcomes depending upon what you do in the now. Alright guys, let's talk about what's here on the table. Alright, so what you guys can expect in the now is we have the Four of Swords, who has come up reversed today. She is accompanied by the Six of Wands in reverse today. Okay, that's your current energy. All right, for the future, we have the Page of Pentacles coming up in the reverse, accompanied by the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Yep. Okay, guys. All right. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Moon card coming up in reverse. Okay. All right, guys. So, obviously, right now, in the now, I will get to today's oracle cards, guys, pretty much as I see fit. Sometimes I do incorporate that into the reading. Sometimes I just leave it for the end. It just all depends. I don't know. What I can tell you right now that I see in the current is really just, a lack of success, a lack of progress, on the job, new endeavors in love, your home life, what have you, okay? I feel like with this Six of Wands and this Four of Swords in combination, I really feel like, for some of you, like the harder you work on whatever is giving you issues, the more you need rest. It's like the harder you try to work on these family issues, these work issues, these pentacle issues, for some of you all love, because this could be your home life, okay? The harder you try to work to push and make things happen the way you want them to happen, not only the more exhausted you become, but the more unsuccessful you become as well, okay? So I feel like right here in the now, the advice here is to like take a step back. And the first priority with doing that is to rest, honey. It's time to rest on steady putting this work in and not getting the results that you see fit or that you want, or maybe the results are just not good enough for you. But whatever it's doing is burning you out, is making you exhausted, and we're gonna need to turn this up, right? Okay, so you can get some rest here, so you can turn unsuccessful things into successful things. But first, we got to get some rest, okay? Because you are doing nothing but exhausting yourself. That's pretty much what I see. Some of you all are unsuccessful because you are working too hard. You are pushing too fast, and you are burning yourself out. And really what you really need is rest. You either need to stop and rest, or you need a whole lot more balance between resting and moving. Resting and moving. You need some balance, okay? That's what I see here in the now. That is why things is like the more you push, the more unsuccessful things become here. Hence, we got the damn wishing well in reverse, okay? Shit not popping off. Things are not happening the way you wanted to because you pushing too hard. Maybe you being way too aggressive here. Or you are just not up to par at your best because it's some rest that's needed here. You need some rest. You need some revamping of your system, your mental, your emotional, your physical. She resting all of that right now. Some of y'all need to rest and bag off. Bag off of whatever. Take a step back off of whatever is not working in your home life, your work life, your financial life, your new damn endeavors you are setting off to start that has been unsuccessful or that is unsuccessful. The bottom line here is we need to bag off and rest. Bag off and or rest. Some of you all need to balance work because you may not necessarily be able to stop moving. Like, you have to keep going because essentially you are the Queen of Pentacles upright. You are just experiencing the effects of the Queen of Pentacles in the future reversed. So you need to balance the rest, the work. The rest, the work. You need to balance that. Some of y'all need to shut it down altogether for a little while, okay? So you can think, re-strategize, reorganize, okay? And actually, you know, especially with like looking over here, keep glancing over here at this moon card, it being in reverse, I actually feel like for some of you all, you might actually be more quite successful than you believe yourself to be here. With this Queen of Pentacles in reverse, with this Page of Pentacles in reverse. Some of you all may actually be more successful than you believe yourself to be. Like, maybe it just don't look like or feel like to you what yourself or others like expect it to look like or to be. But I feel like if you rest on it, rest, pause on it, and come back to it, you will be able to like see your success in its own right. You know what I'm saying? You will be able to see your success in its own right. But first of all, we got to have some pause in here because it's some burnout here and it's some exhaustion here. You're going too hard on what you want. You're pushing too hard on what you want. And the more you push, the more unsuccessful you become. You need to pause and take a break because you might be more successful than you are giving yourself credit for at this time. Think about it. Think about it. Sit down somewhere, okay? You know, take a breather, take a pause, take an emotional, mental, physical pause. Like, oof, you know what? I'm gonna come back to this later. Maybe you all, some of you all should write, you know, as part of your relaxation mode, meditation mode. Write about what you are feeling. Write about the pros and cons of your situation. Write out what has been a success, what hasn't, what has been a blessing, and what hasn't. You know, that'll pull some gratitude up out of you. Because I feel like, again, some of you all with this veil dropping and you being able to see shit for what it is, you more able to tap into it being some blessings in the situation, okay? Not all of it is bad. Weigh up your pros and cons, okay? That's just what I see, and that's the truth. Sometimes we get so caught up in what it should look like, what the gift should be wrapped up in, that we miss the whole damn train. Just whoo, gone. You done missed the whole parade. You done missed the whole damn parade. Focus on what you think it should look like, when really if you sit back and think about it, you got it. It just don't look the way that you thought it would look, or it's not coming from what you thought it would come from. It might end up coming from somewhere else, or it came from someone else, from somewhere else, but you are not acknowledging that. Okay? Or you may be successful in other places that you didn't expect, but unsuccessful in other places. That's about weighing up your pros and cons, okay? Listen. Rest. Rest, rest, rest. Those of you who are caught up in what things should look like, what your love life should look like, what your work life should look like, what your pentacles should look like. Some of y'all here, you're driven by ego. And that's why I say you really need to take a step back, because everyone's success does not look the same. It's not. You know, so you might be a little ego driven right here. You might be a little, well, why? No. Don't get caught up in that, okay? Why my love life don't look like this? Why I can't ever find this? Why my pentacles not? Why my home life is not perfect? Why my work life is not perfect? Why is it that everything I put my time and energy into don't come out like such and such? That's because you ain't such and such. You are you, okay? You know? Some of y'all, this is only a mirage to me. It is actually upright, but to you it's in the reverse because it's not looking like the way you want it to look. Some of y'all need to rest through this stress. I'm going to say that. You need to rest through the stress of whatever it is. If your home life messed up, if your personal finances and whatever it is that you are working on or trying to fix here, the point is you need to rest on it, because it ain't no you really have, I see right here with the moon card in reverse, you have all the information you need. There is nothing no longer hiding. You know what's working, what's not, what's bad, what's good. So it's very easily to sit down and tap into resting. It's very easy to turn this right side up so you can rest and think, okay, now I know everything right here. Now I know everything. I know what's realistic and what's not. I know what's real. I know what's fake. The veil has been pulled back. So now what I need to do is I need to sit and pause and take all of that shit into consideration. I need to sit and pause and take all of that into consideration so that I can turn this Six of Wands upright. Not only that, I can turn this Queen of Pentacles upright and get things more so going in my favor, and I can turn this page upright and get things more so going in my favor. Period. You need to rest through your stress, honey, so you can think right. Sometimes a good old nap will do it. Some of y'all working so hard that y'all need a rest too, because you nurturing everything and taking care of everything here but your damn self right here if I cross read it. And that's why you feel unsuccessful, or you are unsuccessful, because you are the key to everything. Rest. Take a break, take a pause. We don't take care of ourselves, nothing will get taken care of. We are the key to everything. And you will find that once you begin to take care of yourself, that everything else will begin to take care of its own. What I'm saying is everything else will begin to come up right on its own. Because you taking care of yourself. You'll be surprised how the universe will bag you as long as you are taking care of yourself first. And everything else second. You are the key. You are the body that keeps everything moving. If the body is down, all this shit is down. That's why everything in the reverse here. Damn, listen, it's in the reverse because you in the reverse. Take care of you, and everything else will fall in place. You'll be able to think better, work better through whatever problems that you are having, be it love, money, work, family, home, projects, whatever this is. You are first. Turn this up right. Because right now, you exhausted and you burnt out. And you ain't achieving nothing. Or you're limited. Or you're limited. Or maybe you have achieved a lot. But again, you are comparing yourself to others. Stop. Stop. You may very well be successful in your own right here. You just the one being fucking unrealistic and got your eyes on everybody else, relationship, situationship, money, coins, or whatever. You're feeling a little jealous or something. You need to come up out of it right there, right here, okay? You need to pause on that. You need to rest on that. But you're not doing it. You might be trying to keep up with others here. Some of you. And guess what it's doing? Having the opposite effect. You ain't successful in none of it. You are unsuccessful in nothing. Everything here is in the reverse. You are unsuccessful. Or at least it appears that way. You know? Yeah, absolutely. Some of y'all are a little ego driven. In love, work, money, whatever. Like I really feel like some of you need to like put that bulldozer in park and let shit be for a while. Rest. You know, it's time to take a step back and really analyze what's going on. So you know, you can be like more successful here in the future, because the near future is showing that as long as you keep operating like this, the results are going to still be the same here. You need to stop. You need to stop and analyze. All the information now is out in the open for you to analyze, but are you even stopping and doing that? You know, depending on your situation and what you need to analyze. But something needs to be analyzed here. I don't know. I mean, we got all these pentacles on the table, but hey, pentacles again are material things. You know, we do have this Knight of Cups here back here as well. So, you know, it could be love or what have you. You know, but I feel like you got all the information you need. There is no need to keep working on something and feeling like this Six of Wands in reverse, when all you got to do is just stop, pause, weigh your pros and cons, think about stuff. You know. Again, I feel like you got all the information that you need. Some of you all, even all of the resources that you need. But you just so stuck on what's not working, what didn't work, being jealous hearted and things like that with this Knight of Cups in reverse. Stop. Some things are successful in its own right. Some things you have to come to realize they are not going to be feasible either. So you have to work with what is feasible and use that to the best of your advantage, be it in love, work, money, or what have you. Everything not going to be perfect in none of these areas of your life. You got all the information you need on what you can expect and what you cannot expect. And now it's time to learn to work within the confines of that, or if you need to, get rid of it altogether. But rest so you can figure it out. Rest so you can turn what's unsuccessful successful. At least to as much of an impact as you can. Okay? If not, the future showing the same result here. Okay? You know, sometimes you put this rest on the situation, love situation, money situation, work situation, family situation not working out. When you rest and going to rest, sometimes you may realize that, damn it, you know what, a 8 out of 10 ain't bad considering the circumstances and the environment that I have to work in or work with. Damn it, I'll take a 8 out of 10. I'll take a 9 out of 9. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes you got to stop looking at the Joneses in them and start looking at you and what's best for you, what's working for you. Your life is so much different than the next person's life. You're going to need to go to sleep and realize some things. Wake up with a whole new mindset here, emotional set here. Damn it, go to sleep and wake up with a metamorphosis, okay? Because things are phasing out. You know? And I know that, and you know that with this moon card here that's saying there is nothing hidden now. You know exactly what you need to do if you sit still and stop trying to push and make things happen your way. Because the more you do that, the more unsuccessful you're going to be. And then now you really just need to take it with a grain of salt and work with what you got, okay? Work with what you got. Some of you, this wishing well is not upside down at all. You just don't know it yet. Because you ain't paying attention that this is the energy. Rest. Metamorphosis. Like, don't a butterfly have to go into a cocoon and rest and come out before it's even a butterfly? Like, it go in a caterpillar. Wake up a butterfly, like, go to sleep. Go to sleep. Metaphorically speaking. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all is for real. You need some rest right here. You're working too hard on everything and for everybody but yourself. Rest. The moon card here in reverse is showing me that, again, being able to analyze your situation is fairly easy because the veil is removed. Things have come to the surface. You will very easily be able to fall asleep and wake up with the answers that you need, or the clarity here that you need to turn this right here right side up. Hello, somebody, thereby turning both of these in the future right side up. Okay, I hope y'all keeping up. You know, some of y'all, if y'all just look closer, I can't say this enough. I can't feel this enough. Some of y'all, if y'all just look closer, you are more successful than you believe you are. We are working with pentacles here. Maybe your success is in the numbers. Maybe your success is in the proof in action. You know, the point here is to take a step back and rest so that you can see where your success actually is or where it lies. The moon shows me that nothing is hidden from you, so this is easy. If this is hard, it's because you are making it hard on yourself right here in the now, which is only going to result in more of that in the future, okay? If you want to turn this right side up for success, these two right side up for success, be it your home life, your work life, your finances, or your relationships. You know what I'm saying? In the home, the first thing you're going to need to do is fix this right here. Rest. That's the first thing you have. Rest and or begin to take care of your needs and your wants first. Period. Period. And that really is the bottom line. Some of y'all, when you go to analyzing what's successful and what's not successful in your life, I just feel led to say, you know, you really need to step back, because it's important at this time, I feel like, not to throw the baby out with the bathwater. Because I feel like there are some things that are successful in your love life, in your work life, in your home life. So be careful with throwing the baby out with the bathwater, okay? Be very careful of that. You know. Some of you all just need to take care of yourself first, so that you can care for the baby. So you can run the bath water. You know what I'm saying? Metaphorically speaking. Be careful with it. You know, taking care of yourself is taking care of others. And like I said, taking care of yourself, you will find that all of these other things will fall into place. And your peace on these things not working out the way you want will fall into peace, thereby giving you more clarity of mind, so that you can easily come to conclusions on how to turn these upright. See, it's all a domino effect here, and it starts with you. It starts with you, baby. That's what I'm seeing today. Some of y'all not sleeping well. Oh, but we know that right here with the Four Swords being in the reverse, that you need some rest. Yes, it's not sleeping well. You're burnt out, you're overworked, you're worried about your home life, the breakup of that, and all kinds of stuff. You're not sleeping well, you're worried. You're unhappy in certain areas of your life. You're exhausted all the way around the board, and something has to give here. Until one gets the rest and the revamp that they need, I really feel like with this moon card, until you get this rest, you are not going to be able to tap into your intuition. You're not going to be able to tap in, honey, tapping into a higher power with this type of energy is damn near impossible. With this type of energy right here, your breast can't receive no spiritual insight or incoming information if it's exhausted and tired. It can't receive. You have got to rest. Rest. You need to rest through your stress, honey. Rest through your stress. It's like a child who have a good cry and just go to sleep. They just wake up so refreshed, ready to eat, play, act right, you know. So that's pretty much what I see. I feel like we're resting, whether it comes to, you know, like I said, your home life, your love life, your pinnacle life, financial work, whatever it is that you are working on here, that you are trying to transform or you want to transform, and you feeling like things are not going your way on this situation. I was just curious as to what's back here real quick. Yeah. All the same. You know, whatever it is, like, I feel like it's time to, you know, rest, so that you can figure out what's feasible, what's not, what's realistic, what's not, what's an illusion, what's not, what can be worked on or with, and what can't be. Are you willing to compromise on certain things or not? You know, the pros and cons of any situation, you know, and all those type of things that have you burnt out, exhausted, and unfucking successful here, you know. It may be as simple as re-strategizing your approach to some of these things, you know. Again, metamorphosis. We got slow and steady. In the upright, it is about moving slow and steady. In the reverse, it's about stopping. In the damn reverse, it's about stopping. Stop. Rest. Stop trying to push your agenda so hard. Stop trying to make things happen in your favor so hard. Rest, 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 because if you are not already burnt out, you are on the verge of burning out, and then it's killing your confidence because you're feeling like shit ain't going your way. But soon as you sit your butt down somewhere and really think about something, you may find out that, I don't know, maybe 75% things are going my way. You know, can I work with that or not? Do I feel like I got better options and better chances doing something else or not? Like, you gonna need to think about that. Nothing is going to be perfect all the time. If you're looking for 100%, you're probably going to be 100% disappointed 100% of the time. I'm just saying to you, listen, I'm through. So to sum this up, I see being tired and burnt out, working too hard, pushing too hard in and now for whatever it is that you want. I don't know. We got pentacles on the table, so it can be work, finances, you know, materialistic things. I can't deny the fact that we got this Knight of Cups back here in the reverse. This could definitely be some type of love situation that the communication has gone down the drain, and you know, you trying to push on it. You know, the future sees that as long as you are operating in this mode, you will continue to reap the rewards of operating in this mode, okay? Pretty much. No balance, you know, in your home and work life because you're not taking care of yourself, okay? And anything new that you have set out to do, unsuccessful in the future because you are not taking the time. Okay, I have given the advice that if you want to turn upright, guess what you need to do first? Upright. Rest. Mentally, physically, emotionally. And also I feel like some of you all need to write as well. Pull that frustration out of you, that unconscious information out of you that you don't know that's there, okay? All right. I hope you all got the information that you needed, the guidance you needed, the confirmation that you needed for today, and I will see you all back here later. Bye.